This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're in Belfast, home of boxing in Belfast, the Ulster Hall, of course at a Conlon show, joined by Gary Cully.
How are you, pal?
I'm all good. Obviously, not the greatest of news. You're supposed to be on this build tonight, but you've done something to your hand. How is it, Gary?
Yeah, good. Just picked up a little niggle in sparring a couple of weeks ago. I was supposed to be on this show, so we decided it was better safe than sorry. Pushed it back till hopefully December, maybe early New Year. But yeah, good back sparring, back punching, so all's good.
Obviously a little bit annoying for you, but you've had a really good year and last year, so you've got to take the smooth with the rough, I suppose.
Yeah, of course, and I've had a couple of good nights in here as well. It would have been great to get back. My last 3 fights have been behind closed doors, so it would have been great to get back beside the Belfast fans. But yeah, look, we take the good with the bad, and yeah, we'll be back in the new year. Hopefully maybe one before the end of the year, but if not, definitely early next year.
We know the Conlon brothers are going to be doing a lot of shows now. Do you reckon we'll see you back on a Conlon boxing show, yeah?
Yeah, 100% back in Belfast. Please God, I've built up a good fan base here as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back in front of the Belfast fans and putting on a show again soon.
So I think you're one of the most talked about prospects at the moment. I'd say throughout the UK and Europe, really. Do you kind of get that sense that you're really being talked about in high regard now, Gary?
Yeah, for sure. I think every time I go into the ring, I think I try and make sure that I'm going to be the name on people's lips after the show. So I always try and steal the show and put on good performances, and I think I've done that the last couple of fights. So I work really hard in the gym, so it's no surprise to me why I'm on people's lips. But yeah, it's only a matter of time now before we're up the ranking to start challenging for world titles.
I think because of your fighting ability, your character, the whole thing, people are talking about one day perhaps you might become a superstar. How do you get yourself level-headed, Gary, at this point?
But that's always been the plan, you see. So for me, every time I fight, I fight on a Friday or a Saturday, whatever day the show is, and I'm back in the gym on Monday because I'm not where I want to be just yet. So that keeps me grounded, keeps me level-headed. I've won the Irish title last year, or 2020, won the WBO European early this year, but that's not what I wanted from boxing. I joined boxing and turned professional for a lot more than that, so that's what keeps me grounded. I'm not where I want to be yet, so I can rest when I get there, but not yet.
You had a really good win in your second last fight over Victor Kotijarov. Did you see what happened to Victor?
Just seen it yesterday. My coach actually just sent it to me yesterday, and it's absolutely crazy. When I spoke to Victor, obviously I don't know him personally, but we shared the ring, and he didn't speak much English and seemed like a very respectable guy to me, so I was very shocked to see what happened to him. I actually commented on his post. I wish him a speedy recovery, and I hope to see him back in the ring soon. He's a great fighter.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, someone broke into his house and caused an acid attack on him.
Yeah, crazy. Something I've never seen anything like that before, and for somebody just coming over a training camp, it was mad to see. But yeah, like I said, I wish him a speedy recovery.
Absolutely. So Gary, of course, you've talked about you're ready for world level right now. Obviously, I don't think anyone's going to be jumping to fight you. Is it a case of perhaps getting into mandatory positions and forcing yourself in them massive fights?
I think so. Yeah, like 6'2" southpaw, lightweight. Knocked 3 of my last 4 out as well, so I can punch a bit as well. So yeah, people aren't lining up to fight me, so it's a case of getting the right fight at the right time. I think I'm maybe 1 or 2 fights off being ready to challenge for world titles, but yeah, I'm back from this injury now. It put me out for a couple of weeks, and I feel like I'm ready for anybody. So yeah, it's just about getting the right fights, right time, building a bit of experience, going through the rounds, and I feel like my skill level is ready to challenge for world titles.
Is there anyone you're eyeing up next?
Anybody with a belt, anybody in the top 10 of any governing body. I want another belt. I want to collect as many belts and I want to get into the ranks of all governing bodies. So whoever holds a belt, WBC International, WBC Silver. I want to get into WBA. I'm in the WBO, number 11 in the WBO. I want to start climbing them as well. So anybody who's ahead of me in the rankings right now is who I want next. I don't want to keep busy fights. I don't want people behind me in the rankings. I don't want silly fights. I want meaningful fights. I want to build my legacy, build my career, and keep pushing forward towards world titles. I want to get to America next year. I think that there's a gap for an Irish superstar over there, so I'm looking to fill that gap as well. So I want to get there soon and become a star over there.
A couple of fights I want to ask you about back to back. Devin Haney and Jojo Diaz was of course announced. Your thoughts on that fight? Do you expect Devin to come through?
Yes, I rate Devin Haney. Good speed, good skill level. Diaz is quite good, but I don't think he's elite level. So I think Haney comes through that one.
And Teofimo Lopez and George KAMBOSOS Jr.?
I'm on the fence with that one.
Really?
Yeah, Kambosos seems up for it. He's a tough guy. I seen what he did with SELBY as well. I know it was a close fight, but he really impressed me on that one. So I think that could be a good fight. Could be a little bit closer than people expect, but I do think Lopez will come through as well.
I don't really know what's happening with Lee Selby, but is that the kind, I'm not saying him specifically, but is that the kind of fight that you feel is correct for you at this stage?
I've inquired about the SELBY fight to my manager. That's the kind of level I'm looking for. Somebody who's been at world level, been there, experienced all that. So I'm trying to get to there. So I want people who's been there. SELBY was a name I asked for. I'm not sure what he's doing, but yeah, somebody, he's a great fighter. I want to share the ring with big names, with great fighters, and that's the type of fights I want to be involved in.
Okay, Gary Cully, thank you very much for coming to our full TV in Belfast. Enjoy the rest of the card, the common boxing card, and I'm sure we'll speak on the channel soon, alright?
Well, Mark, thank you, Pat.